Hello students, today we will do numericals related to the concept of Newton's second law of motion, to the concept of speed time graph and related to the concept of equation of motion. So before doing these numericals, we will just remind the formulas that are being used in this numericals. So the formulas are F is equal to ma from Newton's second law of motion. From this we have another formula for acceleration. Acceleration is equal to F by m. Next we have formula of equation of motion. V is equal to u plus at. S is equal to ut plus half at square. These are the formula of equations of motion, and the formula of speed time graph we had done already. If we have to calculate distance traveled, then that will be equal to area under the speed time graph, and if we want to do the acceleration, so acceleration can be calculated from the slope of speed time graph. So before doing the numericals, you will by heart the formulas, then it will be very easier to solve the numericals. So let us solve first numerical. What is first numerical? What force would be needed to produce an acceleration of 4 meter per second square in a ball of mass 6 kilogram. So we have given acceleration, we have been given mass, we have the formula F is equal to mass into acceleration. We have to calculate force. Mass is equal to 6 kilogram, acceleration is equal to 4, so force will be 6 into 4, 24 newtons. Newtons is the unit of force, and it is very compulsory to write the unit when you get the answer of the numerical. Next we come on to the second part, second numerical. What is the acceleration produced by a force of 12 newtons exerted on an object of mass 3 kilograms? So you have been given force and you have been given the value of mass, you have to calculate acceleration. So we have force, mass and acceleration we have to calculate. So from the formula F is equal to m into a, we get a is equal to F by m. So acceleration will be 12 upon 3, 4 meter per second square. Next we have numerical number 3. What is numerical number 3? Calculate the force required to impart to a car a velocity of 30 meter per second in 10 seconds starting from rest. The mass of the car is 1500 kilograms. Now what is written? Starting from rest. Whenever in the numerical it is written starting from rest, it means your initial velocity will be 0. Next we have to calculate force, and it is said imparted, the velocity is being imparted to the car, therefore that will be final velocity, and time is given 10 seconds. So we have mass of the car is 1500 kilograms. So we have the mass also, we have u is equal to 0, v is equal to 30 and time is equal to 10 seconds. We have the formula v is equal to u plus at. So substituting all the values in the formula, we get the value for acceleration. Acceleration is equal to 30 upon 10 and that will be 3 meter per second square. Next we have to calculate force. Mass is given, mass is 1500 kilogram, acceleration we have calculated 3 meter per second square. So force is equal to mass into acceleration. What we get? 1500 into 3 newtons, 4500 newtons. Clear? So next numerical is related to the speed time graph. We had already done the numericals of this type in chapter 1. So see the numerical and the graph alongside. Speed time graph of a car is given. The car weighs 1000 kilograms. So mass of the car is being given. Second, first thing we have to calculate is what is the distance traveled by the car in the first 2 seconds. In the first 2 seconds, we have to calculate the distance traveled by the car. Second thing, what is the braking force applied at the end of 5 seconds to bring the car to a stop within 1 second. After 5 seconds, you can see the graph shows retardation, and up to 2 seconds, graph shows uniform acceleration. So we will first calculate distance traveled, and we know the formula distance traveled in first 2 seconds will be equal to area under the line AB, area under the line AB, right? So this is the area, this triangle AB up to, you can say AB2. So area of triangle AB2, 2 of the time axis. So half base into height, base is 2 and height is 15. So 2 into 15, we get 15 meter as distance travelled. Second, we have to calculate the braking force is to be calculated. So force is equal to mass into acceleration. Mass has been already given 1000 kilogram, but acceleration is to be calculated. So acceleration in the last 1 second, after 5 seconds they say, in the last 5 to 6, in the last 1 second you have to calculate. So 5 to 6, 1 second, a acceleration in last 1 second will be equal to the slope of the line CD, last line of uniform retardation. So slope of line CD, that will be perpendicular upon base, you can see the slope. I have already discussed, slope means intercept on the y-axis upon intercept on the x-axis. So on the y-axis, this line will give the length. So it is 15, you can see 15 upon 1, 15 upon 1 will be 15 meter per second square. So now we see that acceleration from C to D is negative, it is retardation. So we write acceleration is equal to minus 15 meter per second square, and force will be mass into acceleration, that will be minus 15,000 newtons. Okay. So next sample problem we come on to. A truck starts from rest and rolls down a hill with constant acceleration. It travels a distance of 400 meter in 20 seconds. Clear? Distance is being given 400 and time is given 20 seconds. Find its acceleration. You have to calculate acceleration. Find the force acting on it if its mass is 7 metric tons. So first thing is, we have been given this distance travelled, and that is equal to S is equal to UT plus half AT square. So this is the formula that we have learned from equation of motion, second equation of motion. So we have the formulas. S is equal to 400 meter, value of distance. U is 0 because truck has started from rest, it is already given. Time t is equal to 20 seconds. Acceleration you have to calculate. So S is equal to UT plus half AT square. Put the values in the formula and you will get the acceleration 400 upon 200, that will be 2 meter per second square. Next you have to calculate the force. Mass is given 7 metric tons. First you convert metric tons to kilogram. So 1 metric ton means 1000 kilogram. So it will be 7000 kilograms. So force, mass into acceleration, 7000 into 2, 14,000 newtons. So we move on to numerical number 6. A force of 5 newtons gives a mass m1 and acceleration of 8 meter per second square, and a mass m2 and acceleration of 24 meter per second square. What acceleration would it give if both the masses are tied together? So what he said? A force is there 5 Newton, that is common for both the masses, and he has said it is m1. Okay, acceleration is given 8 meter per second square for mass m1, and it is next acceleration is 24 meter per second square for mass m2, and we have to calculate acceleration if both the masses are tied together, that is we have to add the two masses. So for adding the two masses we will have to first calculate the masses, both masses. So look on to the solution. In the first case we have force 5 Newton, we have acceleration 8 meter per second square, but we don't have the value of mass. So we can calculate mass from here. It will be 5 is equal to m1 into 8, or m1 will be 5 upon 8, 0.625 kilograms. Next, in the second case again force is same 5 newtons and mass is not given m2, acceleration is 24. With the same calculation you can calculate the m2, m2 is 0.208 kilogram. Then it is said the masses are tied together, so we will add up the two masses. We can get m is equal to m1 plus m2, so it is 0.833 kilograms. Force will be same and we have to calculate the acceleration. So acceleration will be calculated from this. So force is equal to mass into acceleration, and acceleration will be force upon mass. 6 meter per second square. Last numerical, which would require a greater force, accelerating a 10 gram mass at 5 meter per second square or a 20 gram mass at 2 meter per second square. So force is to be calculated, mass is given, acceleration is given for the two cases differently. So in the first case, force will be mass into acceleration, and you can see for mass is given in grams, so you have to convert it to kilograms. So it will be 1 kilogram is 1000 grams, so 1 gram will be 1 upon 1000 kilograms into 5 meter per second square. We can write here 1 kilogram is equal to 1000 grams, 1 gram is equal to 1 upon 1000 kilograms. So you will have to divide the quantity by 1000 to convert it into kilograms. So it will be equal to 0.05 newtons. In the second case also 20 gram is given, so you have to calculate it to kilograms, dividing by 1000 into 2 meter per second square, force is 0.04 newtons. So in this case we come to know greater force of 0.05 newton is required for accelerating 10 gram mass.